The Pokemon anime has been going on for many, many years. But aside from Pokemon Yellow, which doesn't really count, the story of Ash Ketchum has never got an official video game adaptation. So, enter modders, namely Metapod23, who made this. Pokemon Ash Grey, a ROM hack of Pokemon Firered ROM that lets you play through the first season of the anime. Playing as Ash, catching all the Pokemon he catches, battling Team Rocket, essentially everything you ever could have dreamed of. So I'm going to play through and show off the whole thing, following a strict set of rules. Namely, I can only use the same Pokemon Ash uses. I can only catch his Pokemon, I can only evolve the Pokemon he evolves, and I can only evolve them when he does. How hard was Ash's adventure really? And can I do one better than him and actually beat the Kanto Pokemon League? We start by obviously naming our character Ash, and our rival Gary, who temporarily turns into a demon. We go through the same beginning motions, oversleep, go to the professor's lab, all the Pokemon are taken, and get Pikachu. One thing this game nails is redesigning cities and buildings to more closely resemble the anime. It's absolutely incredible to look at. Our Pikachu turns into a little shit, and we struggle to get through the Spearows as it proceeds to fall asleep. Bro! We steal a bike, see a legendary bird, and enter Viridian City. After saving our Pikachu from imminent death, we meet Team Rocket for the very first time. I'm sure this battle will never get annoying and repetitive. We enter Viridian Forest and catch ourselves a Caterpie and a Pidgeotto. This looks like a team that can beat a rock gym. Another Team Rocket battle later, and Caterpie evolves into Metapod. We school the Samurai, turns out an early game Pidgeotto against bug types is pretty good, before entering Pewter City and taking on the gym. This can only go well. Huh. Well, that was surprising. Some old man gives us a light ball, which really helps, so we proceed to pulverize innocent bugs until Metapod evolves, and then put the Onix to sleep, allowing Pikachu to somehow thundershock the Onix to death. In this game, ground types aren't immune to electric type moves. It does make me feel sorry for Metapod23, who I'm sure had a stroke trying to figure out how to apply anime logic to an actual functioning battle system. Beaten, Brock declares that he's going to travel with us, before running off never to be seen again. A truly great friend. One Mount Moon later, oh hey, it's you guys again, this battle's not getting repetitive at all, and we're in Cerulean City, and hey, I forgot about you. Pikachu's a little pussy and refuses to battle a trainer he's met once, so we use strategy to beat Misty. Then Team Rocket reappear. Great. I've won 99 battles in a row! Proceeds to use Dig and Fisher on a flying type. What makes this man even worse is the fact he lives next door to a literal school. That being said, maybe he shouldn't attend, as their idea of training Pokemon seems to be making young boys run on treadmills. I'm sure the Pokemon love this. Next, we go down a hidden side alley to enter the hidden village. I ask you not to catch any Pokemon here. Oh hey, can you catch this Pokemon here? This is the greatest sprite I've ever seen in my life. Both Bulbasaur and Charmander come with Everstones, because remember, I can't evolve them. In Bulbasaur's case, not at all, because thanks Ash. Whilst with Charmander, I just have to wait till a certain point. That's fine though, because everyone knows these guys are great Pokemon. This is gonna go so well. After getting clowned on by a gang of Squirtle, I kidnap their leader in order to show dominance, before proceeding to catch a Krabby, the truly superior water type. Bill's here too. Shame nobody cares. Third gym battle time against Loot Surge, and I'm sure this will be a very fair battle where we will definitely stand a chance. Great job guys. Nurse Joy, sensing that I suck, offers to help by giving us a Thunderstone to evolve Pikachu. Unfortunately, my god tells me I have to refuse, so grinding it is. Oh, I'm having so much fun. One poison powder later, and the third badge is ours. We hop on board the SS Anne, where the party is going wild. We trade Butterfree for Eradicate before deciding nah and crying and demanding our Pokemon back. We blue ball Squirtle, and then proceed to dismantle Team Rocket's whole operation yet again. This causes them to lose their minds and capsize the entire ship, stranding us in the ocean, left alone to be eaten up by a Gyarados. Well actually, I guess that wasn't too scary. Oh. Hello. This is Port Vista, and this lady has a problem with Tentacruel, specifically this giant one. She asks me for help, so I go and use my strongest attack. Running away. Surprisingly, this works and the Tentacruel explodes. Now it's time for the saddest anime episode. Bye bye Butterfree. Bye mate. I'll always miss you. Oh, we got friend zoned. Never mind, we give him a scarf and he fucks off. I think I just shat myself. Sabrina has a level 35 Abra. Honestly, I think that's just a bit sad. Upset that she lost, Sabrina throws a tantrum and makes us as small as a doll. A very natural response to losing a Pokemon. Some old man saves us somehow and tells us we need to go find a ghost Pokemon at Lavender Town in order to beat Sabrina. We find a Haunter who tries to get us to play Monopoly with him, but Ash tells him he's too busy getting on that grind and leaves. Interested by Ash's cryptocurrency scheme, Haunter joins us, then proceeds to promptly fuck off the second we start battling Sabrina. Alright, it only took 30 minutes, but I'm all grinded up for Sabrina. Let's do this. Alright, it only took an entire fucking weekend, but I'm all grinded up for Sabrina. Fuck! Eventually, we get lucky and manage to beat her before Haunter finally reappears. The slimy bastard tells her a joke he probably stole from Twitter and earns us the badge. Could have maybe done that from the beginning and saved me some time, but thanks anyway. Moving on, we find what is definitely a donut and give it to a rabid monkey. Feels safe. The monkey evolves and proceeds to pummel us, but we eventually manage to catch it. Entering Celadon City, a bunch of girls tell me I'm a stinky boy. Who needs babies anyway? Taking pity on me, Team Rocket, for some reason, decide to be nice and dress me up as a girl so I can invade their base and beat up their pets. The only logical response. We burn down all their plants with ease until we get to Erica. Turns out having a level 38 Gloom with Sludge Bomb is kind of OP. We eventually manage to paralyze it, and thanks to Smokescreen and definitely no luck at all, Squirtle manages to take it down, earning us the 4th badge after we saved the OP bastard from a burning building. Guess I don't fucking stink anymore, do I? We get forced into entering a fighting type only tournament, so it's Primeape's time to shine. Luckily, we find a very conveniently placed aerial ATM, so yeah, Primeape kind of annihilates everything in his path. Unfortunately for us, this fella's salty as fuck and steals Primeape from us. Nice. It's alright though, because we find a replacement in a muck from this power plant. Oh, if only Erica could see me now, I'm sure she'd have a fucking field day. To enter the Pokemon gym, you must solve this riddle. The ninja must turn south and go back. Well, I'm stumped. Moving on, this girl wants us to race on her Ponyta for her. Fuck. We win the second time and get a Quick Claw. Totally worth it. Returning to the gym, and we eventually solve the puzzle through pure intellect. The fight against Koga? It goes well. Turns out, a bit of grinding always helps. And as soon as Charmander learns how to pick up a literal fucking flamethrower, the gym becomes easy enough and we get our 6th badge. When Ash was in the Safari Zone in the anime, he caught 30 Tauros. Let's see how many I catch. Sick! I eventually catch one and decide, yeah, that's enough. This kid is living with the Kangaskhan, and as a result, has picked up the feral personality trait of referring to himself in the 3rd person. Fucking freak. Oh hi, you guys aren't getting repetitive at all. Nurse Joy gives us a bicycle for some reason, and it's off on the open road we go. Straight into some random mansion and, well, this is awkward. I can take you north to meet Santa Claus. Bro, why the fuck is Santa so short? It's time for the true saddest moment from the anime. The episode Pikachu leaves. It's truly emotional, knowing I'm never gonna see my favorite partner Pokemon ever again. I just wish I could see his face one more time and... Oh, what's up, lad? It's finally time, after so many hours of it sucking, for Charmander to evolve. Now, it's time for its first battle as a Charmeleon. A Paris? Child's play. What the fuck? So it turns out in Pokemon Ash Grey, Charmeleon and Charizard don't obey you. Gotta love that realism. Bro, it's a fucking Aerodactyl. How are we gonna beat that? I'm still using a Bulbasaur in my team. Actually, never mind guys, it's an Aerodactyl. We're all good? Yeah, we're all good. And it leaves behind this mysterious Togepi themed egg. I'm sure it's not important. James's parents have passed away. Bro, this Meowth just threw itself into a boulder. If I can pass this exam, I get immediate access to the Pokemon League. Written part nailed. Time for the practical. Let's see what Pokemon I get. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, that went about as expected. Whoa, the Cinnabar Island gym leader is missing? I wonder where he's gone, and I wonder if this totally not suspiciously designed man right next to the gym has anything to do with it. Maybe he's the murderer. Eventually, he admits he's Blaine, the gym leader, and our fight against him goes great. But I guess it doesn't matter, because we just immediately get put in the next part of the gym battle against Team Rocket. And after beating them, he just forgets that he actually beat us and lets us have one last one-on-one fight between Charizard and Magmar. 6 smoke screens later, and the 7th gym badge is mine. We get a raft and leave the island, entering Rock Tunnel. It goes well. Eventually, we're back in Cerulean City. Misty's sisters ring us up to ask where the fuck their sister is. It's honestly a good question because I've got literally no idea. And so we go to meet them to form a search party, when suddenly Misty crawls out of my ass and we have to battle Team Rocket. Again. We start making our way back to Viridian City, and along the way, some Clefairies go into space. Sure.
And then there's Chunky. He's dead.
Team Rocket have become the new gym leaders of Viridian City. And luckily, this means they actually use new Pokemon for once. Until they give up and battle us with their old team. You'd think they'd, learn a lesson or something. We get the 8th badge and are suddenly faced with our greatest foe yet. An invisible wall. Luckily, the asshole making it runs away. Unluckily, he goes and fucks our mum. Professor Oak tells us that now that we have 8 badges, we can go to the Pokemon League. But then remembers there's some filler episodes left and tells us to go do him some random errand on some random island. We meet the guy he wants us to meet before promptly throwing ourselves into the ocean and getting killed. Luckily, a surfing Pikachu saves us, which is the most badass sentence I've ever said, and now it's time for the coolest event in the whole game. Playing through the first Pokemon movie. This is amazing. A movie that means so much to me and is such a symbol of my childhood, and I get to experience every moment firsthand as Ash Ketchum. Genuinely no jokes, this is sick. There is a cheeky bit of self-cest going on here though. It's Victory Road time, y'all. I've got a Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Pidgeotto. This can only go well. Somehow we fight our way through, and here we are. And I can't believe it. The Pokemon League, it's finally just in front of... What? Yeah, I'm just gonna... Yeah. Thanks. And finally, it's time for the Pokemon League. It's super well done in this game. You can only use 3 Pokemon at a time. You can't use healing items. The battles feel like proper competitive battles. And I mean, this is a competitive team. Somehow we make it through to the top 16 without any trouble. Just ignore that. We're in the top 16 and we're against this guy called Richie. He's not that important, don't worry. Before we get to prove how much better we are than real Ash though, it's time for one last Team Rocket fight. And yeah, they're not any better. We turn up late to the fight against Knockoff Ash, and our Pokemon start off injured. Now this is where Ash loses in real life, so if we can just win this battle, we prove that we are the better trainer. Butterfree, down. Charmander, down. And my plan for Pikachu is easy. Just Toxicate and... I see. I see. Yeah, I mean, maybe Ash didn't suck too bad after all. Heartbroken, we return to Pallet Town, where in our last event of the game, we get to celebrate our Pokemon League attempt with our mum and her 2 lovers. Peace for- oh, for fuck's sake! Pidgeotto evolves, and apparently now some Spearow fuckers want hands. Boom, 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 boom. What, this your boss? This pussy? Fucking destroyed. And that's Ash Gray. I am the best trainer after all, never doubt me.